It stood there, defiant, a silent sentinel watching over the valley below, its presence both awe-inspiring and intimidating. A monolith of granite and shadow, its surface etched with the scars of time and weather. The rock face seemed to whisper ancient secrets, tales of those who had dared to challenge its might. Daring anyone to conquer its heights, it stood as a testament to nature's raw power. Climbers, with hearts pounding and adrenaline surging, gathered at its base, each one hoping to etch their name into the annals of climbing history. The Dragon's Spine, they called it, a monstrously steep rock face notorious for its unforgiving overhangs and slick, holdless sections. Its reputation had spread far and wide, drawing the bravest and the boldest from every corner of the globe. This wasn't just any climb, this was a test of human limits, a challenge that demanded not just physical strength but mental fortitude and an unyielding spirit. Every inch of the climb was a battle, every hold a victory. The air crackled with nervous energy as climbers from all corners of the globe gathered at its base. Conversations buzzed with strategies, past experiences, and the ever-present question: who would be the first to conquer the Dragon's Spine? Veterans with calloused hands and eyes that spoke of past battles. Their hands, roughened by countless climbs, were a testament to their dedication and experience. They knew the risks, the dangers, and yet, they were here, ready to face the challenge once more. Newcomers, their faces a mixture of excitement and trepidation. For them, this was a rite of passage, a chance to prove themselves. They looked to the veterans for guidance, drawing strength from their presence. All drawn to the challenge, the irresistible allure of the climb. The Dragon's Spine called to them, a siren song that promised glory and tested their very essence. Each climber, regardless of experience, felt the weight of the challenge ahead. The rules were simple, brutal even. No ropes, no assistance. Just you, the rock, and your determination. It was a pure test of skill and willpower where every decision could mean the difference between success and failure. Just you, your climbing shoes, a chalk bag, and sheer willpower. The climbers prepared meticulously, chalking their hands, adjusting their shoes, and mentally mapping out their route. Every detail mattered, every preparation was crucial. The first to reach the top and sound the weathered brass bell bolted to the summit would etch their name in climbing history. That bell, tarnished by time and weather, was a symbol of ultimate achievement, a goal that seemed almost mythical. But the Dragon's Spine was a jealous guardian of its peak. It did not give up its secrets easily. Every climber who attempted the ascent faced not just the physical challenge, but the psychological battle of pushing through fear and doubt. Many had tried, their dreams dashed against its unforgiving surface. The rock face was littered with the stories of those who had fallen short, their hopes and ambitions left behind in the dust and shadows. Could anyone conquer this beast of stone? The question lingered in the air, a challenge that echoed through the ages. As the sun rose higher, casting its golden light on the Dragon's Spine, the climbers knew that today, one of them might just make history. Climbing, they say, is as much a mental game as a physical one. The journey to the summit begins long before the first step on the rock face. It starts in the mind, where the climber must conquer their fears and doubts. The mental preparation is as grueling as the physical training, requiring a deep well of inner strength and resilience. Months of rigorous training went into preparing for this challenge. Each climber dedicated countless hours to perfecting their technique, building their strength, and honing their skills. The training sessions were intense, pushing the climbers to their limits and beyond. They practiced on indoor walls, simulating the conditions they would face on the actual climb. Endless hours spent on fingerboards, honing their grip strength until their fingers bled. The fingerboard became a symbol of their dedication, a testament to their commitment to the climb. Each session on the fingerboard was a test of endurance, pushing the climbers to the brink of their physical capabilities. Core workouts that would make a gymnast weep. The climbers knew that a strong core was essential for maintaining balance and stability on the rock face. They performed a variety of exercises from hanging leg raises to planks, each one designed to strengthen their core muscles and improve their overall fitness. But physical strength was only half the battle. The climbers also needed to develop their mental strength, their ability to stay focused and calm under pressure. They spent hours strategizing, studying the routes, and visualizing their moves. They knew that a single mistake could be costly, so they prepared meticulously, leaving nothing to chance. Visualizing the route, memorizing every nook and cranny of the rock face was crucial. The climbers needed to know the rock as well as they knew their own bodies. They studied the features of the rock face, identifying potential holds and planning their moves in advance. This mental preparation was just as important as the physical training, helping the climbers to stay focused and confident during the climb. Each movement, each shift in weight, had to be planned and practiced with meticulous detail. The climbers rehearsed their moves over and over again, refining their technique and building muscle memory. They practiced on bouldering walls, simulating the conditions they would face on the actual climb. Each session was a step closer to their goal, a chance to perfect their skills and build their confidence. Then, there was the mental fortitude. The climbers needed to be able to stay calm and focused, even in the most challenging conditions. They practiced mindfulness and meditation, learning to control their thoughts and emotions. This mental training was essential for overcoming the fear and doubt that could arise during the climb. The ability to silence the voice of doubt that whispered in the back of your mind as you dangled hundreds of feet in the air. The climbers knew that fear could be their greatest enemy, so they worked hard to build their mental resilience. They practiced deep breathing and visualization techniques, learning to stay calm and focused even in the most stressful situations. To push through the burning in your forearms, the scream of your muscles, and focus on the next hold, the next move. The climbers knew that physical pain was inevitable, but they also knew that they could overcome it with the right mindset. They practiced pushing through the pain, learning to stay focused and determined even when their bodies were screaming for relief. The dragon's spine demanded complete and utter dedication, a merging of body and mind. The climbers knew that this was the ultimate test of their skills and determination. They had trained for months, preparing their bodies and minds for this moment. Now, it was time to put their training to the test and conquer the dragon's spine. The camp at the foot of the dragon's spine was a melting pot of ambition and passion.
My name is Anya, and I come from Russia. Climbing is like a dance for me. Every move has to be fluid and graceful.
I am Carlos from Chile. Each climb tells a story, and every move must be calculated and precise.
Each climber brought their own unique style and approach to the challenge. Some, like Mark, the lanky engineer from the States, relied on meticulous planning and problem-solving, their minds mapping out every possible sequence. Others, like Maya, the free-spirited climber from Nepal, embraced a more intuitive style, feeling their way up the rock face with an almost supernatural grace. Despite their differences, they were united by a shared love for the sport, a deep respect for the mountain, and an unwavering determination to conquer the dragon's spine. Safety first, a climber's lifeline. While the climb was ropeless, safety was paramount.
Crash pads, thick mats designed to cushion falls, were strategically placed at the base of the most challenging sections. A team of experienced climbers and medical personnel were on standby, ready to respond to any mishap.
Before each attempt, climbers meticulously inspected their equipment. Climbing shoes, their rubber soles providing the crucial friction needed to grip the rock, were checked for wear and tear. Chalk bags, filled with magnesium carbonate to keep hands dry and improve grip, were securely fastened.
But the most important piece of equipment was invisible: the climber's own judgment. Knowing their limits, when to push and when to back off, could mean the difference between a close call and a disastrous fall.
The ascent begins, early victories and setbacks. The journey to the summit is never a straight path. It is filled with moments of triumph and instances of despair. Each climber, with their unique style and approach, faces the wall with a mix of hope and trepidation. The sound of a horn echoed through the valley, signaling the start of the challenge. This horn, a call to adventure, reverberated through the hearts of the climbers, igniting a spark of determination. It was a moment of unity, where every participant, regardless of their background, felt the same rush of adrenaline. One by one, the climbers took to the wall, their movements a mesmerizing dance between strength and finesse. Each step, each grip, was a testament to their training and dedication. The wall, a silent observer, watched as they poured their souls into the climb, their bodies moving in perfect harmony with the rock.
The early stages of the climb were a flurry of activity, climbers finding their rhythm, testing their limits. It was a time of discovery, where each climber learned about their strengths and weaknesses. The camaraderie among them was palpable as they cheered each other on, sharing tips and encouragement.
There were gasps from the crowd as Anya, light as a feather, seemed to float up the initial overhang, her movements almost effortless. Her grace and agility were a sight to behold, inspiring awe and admiration. Anya's technique was a blend of art and science, each move calculated yet fluid, a perfect symphony of motion.
Carlos, a master of efficiency, conserved his energy, his every move calculated and precise. His approach was methodical, each grip and foothold chosen with care. Carlos's strategy was to maintain a steady pace, avoiding unnecessary exertion, ensuring he had the stamina for the long haul.
Others struggled, their faces contorted with effort as they fought against gravity's relentless pull. The wall was a formidable opponent, testing their resolve and endurance. Each climber's journey was a battle, not just against the physical challenge, but also against their inner doubts and fears. The dragon's spine was an unforgiving judge, offering no room for error. Its jagged edges and steep inclines demanded respect and caution. The climbers knew that one wrong move could spell disaster, and the weight of that knowledge hung heavy on their shoulders.
A misplaced foot, a moment of hesitation, and a climber could find themselves tumbling back towards the earth. The wall's treachery was ever present, a constant reminder of the stakes. Each slip was a lesson, a harsh reminder of the need for focus and precision. The first day saw its share of falls, some minor, others leaving climbers battered and bruised, their dreams hanging by a thread. The physical toll was evident, but the emotional impact was even more profound. For some, the falls were a setback, a challenge to overcome. For others, they were a crushing blow, a reminder of the mountain's indifference to their aspirations. Yet, amidst the pain and disappointment, there was a glimmer of hope. Each fall was also an opportunity to learn, to grow stronger, and to come back with renewed determination. The climbers knew that the path to the summit was fraught with obstacles, but they were ready to face them, one step at a time.